What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I got my co-host with me, Sam.
Hey, guys.
And I'm Phil. This is your first time on the channel. Welcome. Glad you're here with us to check out the band and the staples. And the song is The Wait at the performance, The Last Waltz. There's lots of these
specifics
here.
there.
The band, the staples, the wait, the last waltz.
Yeah.
So if we get confused on our first time listening to this, our first interaction with the band, our first interaction with the staples, just cut us some slack, okay? So the band is a Canadian-American group that was the backing band for Bob Dylan at one point. And
cool.
We're going to check them for the first time on this one. So they're collaborating with the Staples, who is a gospel R&B inspired trio, I believe.
A father and two children, right?
Yeah. And so this collaboration, I believe, is cross-genre, where we're going to see the band, who is an originator of the genre Americana, and they're going to collaborate with, as I said, more of a gospel R&B feel on this one. And this is a renowned performance, and that's why we've arrived at this one today. But we don't know anything about either of these groups.
No, and I keep getting distracted by this double neck guitar on the screen here.
Yeah, and apparently this was a big performance, so maybe that's why they're bringing out the double neck, because they've got to get into it. But it was a big performance because it was a farewell tour for the band. And I think they made a documentary. Martin Scorsese was a part of that.
Oh, cool.
And this performance, I believe, is 1976. So those are the details that we got, guys. But we always appreciate more of those insights that you drop down below in those comments. That's how we've learned so much on this channel. We were complete noobs. Before we started this channel, we knew nothing other than hip-hop, R&B, and a little bit of reggae.
Yeah.
But, you know, now,
a little bit of country too.
Yeah, a little bit of country as well. And but now we've broadened our horizons to the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, everything. And not just music. We do comedy, sports, history. We do all different kinds of content on the channel. So if you want to join us,
choose from.
Hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy the video, hit the like button. Without further ado, let's check out the band, the staples, the wait, the last waltz. That is a large guitar.
I pulled into Nazareth, just feeling about half-past dead. Just need to find a place where I can lay my head.
Okay.
Mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? He just grinned and shook my hand. No was all he said. Take a load off Fanny. Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny. And you put the load right on me.
I picked up my bags and went looking for a place to hide. When I saw old Carmen and the devil walking side by side. I said, hey, Carmen, oh, let's go downtown. She said, I gotta go, but my friend can stick around. Take a load off Fanny. Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny.
Load right on me. Go down, Moses. There's nothing that you can say. It's just old Luke, and Luke is waiting on the judgment day. Hey, Luke, my friend, what about a young Anna Lee? He said, do me a favor, son, or won't you stay and keep Anna Lee company? Yeah. Take a load off Fanny. Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny. And put the load right on me. Crazy Chester followed.
All right. I think so. We've got our introduction to the staples, and,
Yes.
and a little bit of the band, but obviously I feel like that's where we're going now. What a great performance thus far. So captivating. And I think we saw, obviously, the staples, as we had mentioned. Father, looks like his 2 daughters are there with him, which is so cool to see. She was fantastic. Great,
Oh, yeah.
amazing
She's a very
vocalist,
nice, soulful voice.
which is complemented with this such a unique sound. I mean, we haven't really been introduced to Americana, quote unquote, too much on the channel thus far, but it's got this mix of, it feels like country and blues influence, maybe a little bit of rock in there as well. So really, really cool to hear that sound complemented with this gospel, soulful vocal that you're talking about. It fits so well. It's so interesting that it fits so well.
Yeah, and even the first person who was singing, who I think is from the band, like I even felt his vocal, even though it was very different than hers, like they blended in and complemented each other very well.
Yeah.
And it's also just so interesting hearing a song lyrically that's obviously referring to a lot of biblical characters, right? Like you can take this song that sounds like, from my experience, right, a lot of the gospel music that I've heard in the past is very like for lack of a better term, like church sounding, if that makes sense. Like the gospel, like traditional church music.
You think gospel, you think church, right?
Exactly. But to me, this is like blending the sounds of, like you said, rock, blues, country, even folk a little bit in there with like this message and these lyrics that are like very biblical, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. And, the meaning of like, take a load off and put the weight on, something that isn't a burden to you, and you can cast things on to something or someone else.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of depth to the lyrics, and then you've got this soulful, it's wholesome feeling song, and it does sound familiar to me. I don't know from where. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it might have been in a movie or a TV show in particular.
Okay.
I think I'm leaning towards TV show it was used in, but really, really powerful messaging, powerful song, powerful performance thus far. Really, really impressive.
Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny. And put the load right on me. Crazy Chester followed me, and he caught me in the fog. He said, I will fix your rack if you take old Jack, my dog. I said, wait a minute, Chester, I'm a peaceful man. He said, that's okay, boy, won't you feed him whenever you can? Come on, take a load off, Fanny.
Jeez.
Take a load for free. Take a load off, Fanny.
Tell him. Let's go. We're on fire here.
Get your cannonball, that'll take me on down the line. 'Cause my bag is sinking low, and I do believe that it's time to get back to Miss Fanny. She's the only one.
Let's go.
She sent me here. Because for everyone. Take a load off Fanny.
Tell him.
Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny. And put the load right on me.
So good. Whew. What do we got next here?
Still have that flat pit dusting? And this looks interesting. Hopefully old-time religion for the folks.
This must be part of the documentary.
Time religion, give me that old time religion. Good enough, well, it's good enough. It was good for my grandpa, good for my grandma. It was good enough, good enough, good enough, yeah.
I don't know if that was the construction of the song there and we were seeing a glimpse into it, or if they were just practicing and rehearsing for a performance, or what
Maybe.
that was. But I think
If
that
it's
was part
good
of
enough
it.
for grandma, it's good enough for me.
Huh?
That's what he said. If it's good enough for grandma, it's good enough for me.
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear what you said. Yeah, so that was cool. Getting a glimpse maybe into the documentary that Martin Scorsese is putting together.
Yeah.
Maybe at some point we should check that out. But anyways, before I get into it, what are your thoughts on the performance in the song?
I thought it was cool. I thought, like I said, the blending of the two different groups was really unique and interesting. And like listening to that second half there, I really liked, like I was trying to listen to the music, and I really liked how they had the keys. They were sitting farther back in the song, but I feel like it brought a lot of like kind of energy and like more of that soulful feel to
The organ
yeah,
sound?
yeah, in the background as well, which was
That's
cool.
that gospel resemblance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, and overall, I really enjoyed it.
Cool. For me, really noticed the organ sound that you had said as well. It was adding this soulful, biblical element to it. Really, you had the slide guitar, it sounded like, in just short spurts there, which added a nice country feel to it at the same time. The backing vocals, so outstanding.
So good.
And they were perfectly placed. I mean, it added that soulful element in a great way. Even when they were playing off each other, when they had kind of the echo happening between the backing vocals and their harmonies, also fantastic. Just filling the space in the song.
Yeah,
so
I was going to say, I
perfectly.
feel like it made it sound really full.
Yeah, it was so vibrant all the way through the song. Great performance overall. I was so impressed. This is probably one of the best that I've seen, just from a cross genre standpoint. It doesn't get any better than this. How they put this together, and this is musicianship at its finest.
Yeah.
I feel like. But we did see 3 people there, right?
3 women.
3 of the black women, right?
Yeah.
I thought we were initially reading it was 2.
2 children, yeah.
Children.
So maybe one of them was like just another person in the group, like helping them with the performance, or
knows?
like who knows. If you guys know, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was also a little bit confused because at first, when they first started the song, like lyrically, they had mentioned Luke, and I thought I heard, I might be wrong, Moses. So I thought they were talking about characters in the Bible, but then they mentioned other names that like I personally haven't encountered in the Bible. So I don't know if like it was just not that. I'm not really sure, so I would need to figure that out, or if you guys know, let me
Maybe
know.
it was a mix of both, right? Because you have the staples who have the gospel influence,
Yeah.
and you have the band, as we said, which
True.
is Americana. So maybe
Yeah.
they combined some of the biblical elements with maybe characters that just the band had come up with.
Yeah,
And
maybe.
they combined the two to make a story about, in general, the weight and taking the load off of your shoulders, so to speak. So
Yeah.
anyways, really, really cool. Really, really enjoyable
Yeah.
experience for me. Never have heard about this before, and I'm glad I got to witness it a long time later, 50 years later.
It's very unique, right? It's cool when you experience something that's like not really like anything you've ever heard before.
And what a way to do your farewell tour.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
right?
cool.
It's crazy this is live, too.
Yeah. I almost
believe.
forgot that because it sounded so good.
I believe it was live. I mean, you never know with some of these videos, but if it was, that's super impressive as well. That it was
Yeah, no, it
so
sounded
crisp,
great.
so clear. Clarity was great. Anyways, guys, let us know down below about these groups, about this song, about this performance. This is foreign territory for us, so we appreciate your insights. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. What else you got to do, Sam, before they go?
Make sure that you subscribe so you can come join the journey with us. We love having more of you guys join our community every day, and hit the
100%.
notification bell so that you don't miss a video. We do all different types of music, comedy, sports, history, lots of different stuff for you to check out. And then besides that, you just have to have a good day.
All right. Stay blessed, guys. Have a great one. We'll see you on the next one.